2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're in the great state of Texas for the opening round of the Valero Texas Open. Let's get boot scooting. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam. And out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Rich, I don't know about you, mate, but I'm excited about this day. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another one out on the course. We'll deal with that shortly. But firstly, take us through this course.
I'm having a hard time coming up with one that's a little more fiery, I would say, than San Antonio. It's just a golf course that I think it was designed, Luke, to play firm and fast with winds mostly blowing out of the south. But what happens is, as we normally play it, they overseed the fairways, they overseed the rough, which slows everything down. And then at least one day a week, you've got some north winds that, slow everything down. And this golf course is just, it's painful. It really can be no fun to play. You got to drive the golf ball here. Danger everywhere off the fairways. A few years back, one of the guys who was playing in front of me made a 16 on the 9th hole, and that was kind of interesting, but that's what can happen in a hurry out here.
TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
Enjoy the walk-up. This one's really nice. While usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Well, this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? Atta boy, good shot. Ooh. That's golf. Sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. And now over to Tony Finau.
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together here.
How good is that putt?
Oh, that's going to add a little fuel to the fire of this group rivalry, guys. Massive putt.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Wow, Wow, that almost went in the hole. It's just about 3 feet away.
Nice little par putt here.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green is perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Putting for birdie. Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at 1 under after that hole. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Time for the second shot here at the fourth. Ooh, back there, horsey.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
This one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. The fifth is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the fifth. This putt for a spot in the top 5. And he's down there. You got to read.
This putt's going to break to the right.
Like the look of this one. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now 5 strokes behind. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. This is his second shot. 5 shots off the lead. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
And this is a large putt, 40 feet to the cup from there.
Let's come off the blade beautifully. Like the look of this.
Yeah!
What an amazing putt from way out.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front centre of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt is breaking right to left.
They won't be happy with that. That's come up short. And that should secure the par on this one. He currently shares 4th position. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Yeah, that one will play. Now, 4 under par. Found the green side rough. A chance to move to 5 under par. And he's down there. You got a read?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Ooh. This is a par putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 4 strokes. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Oh, well done. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. 4 strokes off the lead. Going the aerial route on this shot.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here. Okay, good start. Now watch this one. Watch it.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Little birdie look in here.
That's disappointing. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? So far, so good, but it's only early days, Rich, in this rivalry.
Up early on their rival, which is exactly where you want to be, but a lot of golf still to go until the end of the tournament.
Standing over his second shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Oh, well played. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Come on, don't be shy.
Yeah, that putt looked pushed. Let's return to live play now. There's putt of about 6 feet coming up. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And he moves to 5 under par. And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Pretty good shot there.
Well, there he is, Rich, the lovable Tony Finau. He really is a fan favourite, and once again, he shows us why.
You know, what you don't see sometimes about Tony Finau is how intense of a competitor he truly is. You know, he might be all smiles out there on the golf course, walking around, looks like he's enjoying himself, which he is, but deep down, he wants to bury you. And not just bury you a little bit. He wants to take out that shovel and just keep on digging, baby. He is really one of these competitors out there that you don't see it, but you know that, oh, no, Tony Finau, I got to go up against that guy. Ooh, you know, and you smiles at you in ways, you know, but, yeah, no, he's a heck of a competitor.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Well, it's a good effort, just missing the birdie there. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently 5 under for the round. Rich, this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Around 41 feet away from the cup.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. He finds himself in a share of 4th place at the moment. Thirteen's a long path for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. You come up short, and those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
Going with the 5-iron here. That's just inside the range. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that takes him to 6 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Well played, mate. Rich, going for this green into plenty of sand there to mess with your golf ball.
It requires accuracy. There's no doubt about that. There are bunkers both right and left that can certainly gobble up your golf ball if you get a little bit offline. Anything missing a little bit long and left, however, though, that is a good spot to miss it.
Great looking shot this. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
This is Tony Finau's next shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Oh, how about that one?
And look out, guys, this rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
If this does anything, I think it'll move a little bit to the left.
So close to the eagle. And now this to move into a tie for second place. Always nice to hold those for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Great shot. And this shot from about 150 yards out. And only 1 off the pace here. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Ooh. Just a 4-footer remaining. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
So close to getting a share of the lead, but gone with that effort for birdie.
As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Come on, get down. Oh, that's a great approach shot. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
And this putt coming up for his par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. The 17th is certainly a fun hole. The question really is, should players go for it or lay up?
Depending on where they put the tee box, Luke, most players should be going for this green. Anything just short and left could find that deep bunker fronting a green, but to be fair, that's not a bad miss. The one you want to avoid at all costs is the one on the right-hand side, because nobody, not even professionals, like a 60-yard bunker shot.
Well, that was a boss move off that tee. Found the green in one shot. Setting up miles from the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
Okay, so this one, it should move left and then come back to the right-hand side.
Looks pretty good.
This is going right at the hole. This one could make it all the way to the hole. Oh. That's a great putt. Did everything but drop. And this putt to move into a share of first place. And that brings to an end that hole. And he moves to 8 under now. He finds himself in a share of the lead.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Reached the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio. Very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot, past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
Sitting at 8 under. "11 feet to the cup." Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This looks like it's going to go left.
The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And he finds himself on top spot of the leaderboard as this round comes to a close.
Same you, Luke. Same here. Looking forward to the next 3 rounds.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the final round of the Valero Texas Open from TPC San Antonio. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always terrific to have you join us. And as our day gets underway, the featured player is tied at the top of the leaderboard. Let's see how he deals with the pressure. We head down to the first tee now. And let's see what he can do here today. Well, that's a handy shot. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
12 feet to the cup coming up. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
And holds it for birdie.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
That's 9 under par for the event. The second is a par 5.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
That's not the one he wanted. Second shot on the second.
I mean, it could have a chance. And fortunately, that shot will hang on to the fairway.
He's standing over his third shot. This putt is about 8 feet.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. And that makes him tied for first. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. This is a fairly lengthy putt here.
Okay, starting out to the left. This one's going to swing back.
Oh, absolute stunner.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Not a bad drive. A little bit shorter than Beamer. Not bad.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
By my estimation, he's got around 170 here.
What goes up must come down, and softly, I feel. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. And he's safely on the green. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Okay, pretty straight putt to start out with. I think it'll take a little turn to the left as it nears the hole.
This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
Second shot here on the fifth. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it.
Looking good.
Yes! And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now 2 shots up after that one. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Luke, that's a stonking drive.
Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Well, I'm on the 9th hole at the moment and watching Tony Finau set up his next shot.
Oh, well played. A look to get to 13 under par. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
It's disappointing. So close to a birdie. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. As we move to the 7th, it's a par 3. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
John, give us a small update.
Well, I'm down here on the 10th hole. Tony Finau's prepping his next shot.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down.
Oh, are we going to see this go?
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. This one's for birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
That came off the blade pretty nicely.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. On the tee now, the par 5 8th hole. Good shot there, Beamer. There's a lot of players out on tour that it's impossible to cheer against, but Tony Finau has to stand at the highest, doesn't he? He's a family man, he's a fun guy, he loves to dance, he's got a groove, he's got a swagger about him, and here he is once again delighting the fans.
Who says nice guys don't finish first has never met Tony Finau. Possibly, no, probably the most well-liked man on the PGA Tour. If you don't like Tony Finau, then I don't like you, right? I mean, he's just this great character. I mean, and you see the smiles, but you know underneath, ooh, he wants to rip your heart out. He's got more passion for the game, I think, than anybody out there, and you can see it. You can see the intensity when he's hitting the shot. But as soon as it's over with, it's just all smiles once again. I can't say enough great things about this man. I love him to tears, and I'm always rooting for him. He's a guy that I want to root for. I want to see him win more and more and more.
Well, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. So close. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. He'll like to look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
That should find the cut stuff.
Awesome stuff.
He's setting up for his second shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
That was pummeled. Great drive. Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table, the chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the second week in a row. Impressive.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Well, guys, I'm down here on the 13th, and Tony Finau's just getting ready to hit.
This looks pretty handy. That one almost went in the hole. This would be a great up and down. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Putting for a par here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. Hole number 11 is a par 4.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
That's a high caliber shot. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a big old left-to-righter.
Put a good stroke on this one. That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and seems so in this case.
Didn't have to sweat that par putt. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. The 12th hole is a par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. This is his second shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Yeah, that was a safe play. 19 feet to the hole. This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Good speed about it. Look at this. And makes it. What a bomb. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Opting for the 5-iron. That's nicely done. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Well, I am over on the 16th. This is Tony Finau.
Well, I like the look of this. Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
Looking for another birdie here.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Oh, that would have been nice to make. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently 15 under par for the event. Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5. Rich, going for this green in 2. Plenty of sand there to mess with your golf ball.
It requires accuracy. There's no doubt about that. There are bunkers both right and left that can certainly gobble up your golf ball if you get a little bit offline. Anything missing a little bit long and left, however, though, that is a good spot to miss it.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
He's got a great chance for eagle here.
Oh, what a putt. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Nothing quite like an eagle at the last. Almost as good as a shrimp on the bobby.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Second shot here on the 15th. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Now this putt to get to 18 under par. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. Just a short putt remaining here. Our featured player leads by 5 strokes as we head to the next hole. The 16th is a par 3. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's a tough read, but it's got a little bit of left to right break on it.
That's disappointing. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Holding steady in first place after that one. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Yes, next one from the beach. And he's got it onto the green, but still outside the range. Bit of work left to do. A birdie putt awaits. Ah. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This one is for par.
Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
He's currently in first place. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Well, that was absolutely met. Great strike.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Maybe going for the green, are we? Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Here's an opportunity to close out the Valero Texas Open. Don't sweat that last opportunity. This is another one to knock it in and win the tournament. When you're good enough to tame TPC San Antonio, you deserve to don the cowboy boots and big champion's hat. Congratulations to our Valero Texas Open winner.
Time to take those out and do a little two-stepping on to the next tournament. Luke, what a win here in Texas.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks That's reserved for just the top players in the game.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.